Hello everyone, my name is Skylar and I'm here with my father today for his birthday and my first ever video with him. Pause.
21 minutes until I gotta go, so I tell that girl I'm gonna slaughter.
Anyways, today we're going to be discussing some thought experiments and some philosophical standpoints that I have and seeing what he has in comparison to them. So, first question, what do you think is your favorite thought experiment if you were to look at it that way?
I guess it's not specific to any one thing, but a lot of what if questions. Now that I'm a little bit older and have made decisions in my life, what if I did this differently? What if I did that differently? How would my life be different now, many years later?
It's good. I try to think that a lot because, well, I don't have a lot of regrets. I don't think you do either.
I don't have any regrets. It's just what if.
Yeah. Like in some scenarios, it would be just a very minor thing. But sometimes even a minor question, like what if I did something a little bit different years ago, can change the entire aspect of your life, which is interesting. So Dad, I know you're not very religious like me, but I brought this up at dinner last night about God, who is all-knowing and has a plan for everyone. Does he see the forthcoming future of human society, and if so, does he have a date or a plan that will fix what is seeming to come?
From my perspective.
Yeah, your perspective.
I don't think God wastes his or her time with such microscopic things. I don't know that God has a plan at all, in my opinion.
But if he did, which is a standpoint of some branches of Catholicism.
Which I don't have that.
Yeah, you don't have it, neither do I.
If he did have a plan, what's the question? If he did have a plan, what would the plan
If
be?
he did have a plan to revisit humanity, would he, you think he has a date set out? You think because he sees the forthcoming future because he's all-knowing, right? He has a path for everyone in life, so he sees a path for himself when he is going to intercept in everyone's life. Do you think that he has set that date?
No, I mean there's kind of a contradiction in that question. It's like
It's a whole paradox. The entire question contradicts itself.
because you're saying, does he have a plan because he knows all of the future? If he knows all of the future, then it's irrelevant whether or not he shows up.
Yeah.
Because the future's going to happen no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So, based on what you said, then no, he's not coming at all because he knows what's going to happen. It doesn't matter how much work he has to do, so he's not going to do any of it, and he's going to spend his time on whatever other things gods hang out and do. If he doesn't, then his plan would likely be something along the lines of showing up at times, the time, or multiple different times in humanity that are the most subject to incredible change with small influence, tipping points. Like if one more person voted for this candidate rather than that candidate, we would be on a good path or a bad path, sort of thing.
I know I've brought this up previously to you, Achilles and the tortoise, devised by a Greek philosopher, where it shows that there's a paradox in motion, where every time a tortoise gets a 100-meter head start, Achilles races the tortoise. Achilles is going twice as fast, per se. Achilles will get to 100 meters when the tortoise is at 150, and the tortoise is at 175, Achilles gets to 150, and it goes closer and closer and closer and closer, but he never eventually passes him, because it's the steps that you take there. what do you think about that? Do you think that's illogical?
Yes, once you get to more advanced.
I understand. Advanced calculus disproves that.
At one point, the time it takes for it's the rabbit catching up to the tortoise. The time it takes for the rabbit to catch up to the tortoise becomes infinitesimally small, and so therefore, the fact that it happens, over and over again, you can never get that point. It doesn't add that much, and then the time that the rabbit passes the tortoise, the distance spreads out very, very rapidly, and that makes up for all of those times. It's a mathematical thing. It's verbally, it sounds like he's never going to get there because you're assuming that every effort to get there is the same amount of time, but it isn't, because the amount of time to go through each iteration decreases so much that they don't count.
Interesting. And if you don't know, my dad was a math major in college, and he knows all of that far more than I do. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you watching the video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like it, and I will see you in the next video.